Welcome, everybody. This is the first ever RWCW Championship Wrestling Best Girl Tournament. We got this cool little setup here. It's got your standings tables for Group A and Group B of this 20-person round-robin tournament. 18 nights of this stuff. Now let's get some ground rules out of the way. 15-minute time limit on all matches, pinfall or submission, or DQ or count out, I guess. 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. The winner, as in the highest scoring individual of each group, will go and face each other in the grand finals. The winner of that will get a RWCW Championship Wrestling World Title match, unless it is Noriko Takaya who takes that win. Then she may choose her challenger accordingly. So without further ado, let's get it started. Our first match will be Tsukihi Araragi versus Shinobu Oshino. Coming to the ring first is none other than the Phoenix herself, Tsukihi Araragi. And her opponent, one half of the RWCW Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions. It is Kishot Shinobu Oshino. Let's get it started. Kiwi Chan is back, rocking a little bit of a new look, but she is back here to referee, and we could already have a win, but not quite just yet. Shinobu looking to get a win sooner rather than later. Remember, 15-minute time limit. That's very different than our normal 30-minute time limit. It means you've got to get your opponent finished sooner rather than later. Dragging Tsukihi a bit more centered into the ring. I think, with this 15-minute time limit, I think draws will be a big deal in the overall standings, but with how Shinobu is acting right now, maybe not. She is definitely in firm control, and again, driving Tsukihi into the mat. This could be it. No, only a 1 count. Shinobu absolutely in firm control right about now. Elbow and a slap to the face. Tsukihi trying to get some momentum rolling for her. Another great chop there. And into that yellow turnbuckle, but getting sent to the outside. Gonna get back into the ring. A count out does still count as a victory. Or as a loss, if you're the one being counted out. That could possibly be another great strategy here to get points, because that's the name of the game at the end of the day. There's, you can kind of throw a lot of that kind of honor and stuff out the window, because we just want to win. You just want the points, right? And that could have been some points, 2 points to lead Shinobu off. I'm sure Shinobu would love an opportunity at the RWCW Championship Wrestling World Title. Bring it back to the Blonde Alliance. And picking Tsukihi up. A solid strike to the midsection and got the arm hooked there. Suddenly Tsukihi has turned things around, I think, for the most part. But the stomp to the back, the second one for good measure. Number 3, no, she went for the pressing moonsault, but with Tsukihi on her belly, couldn't get the pinfall. And into the yellow turnbuckle, not able to capitalize. Shinobu getting straight out of there, swinging neck breaker, taking Tsukihi to the mat. And really got the neck and the back bent there of Shinobu, but she does fight out of it. And Doing it again, that not quite in the ropes, Kiwi-chan. May have not been in the best position to see, but regardless, she did not see the rope break. Great shotgun dropkick. Shinobu with the elbow drop there. Shinobu taking control, but no, as soon as I say anything, getting a German suplex, but here it could be the finish. No! Just able to kick out at the last moment was Tsukihi Araragi. An elbow drop of her own. Driving Tsukihi face first into the mat, and a hiss. That's what we like to see here at Robo Life Championship Wrestling, and respecting the hiss. Wow, I did not expect to see that from Shinobu, but out comes a fireball. Missing though. Being brought over. What is Tsukihi going for here? A flipping senton of sorts. And up and down. Driving Tsukihi back into the mat. That could be it. 1, 2, 3. That is 2 points for Shinobu Oshino moving forward. Great match from these two competitors. We'll be moving into our next one in just a moment. It is Karen Araragi versus Meiya Mitsurugi. And coming to the ring is the current Robo Life Championship Wrestling TV champion. It is Karen Araragi, and her opponent, it is Meiya Mitsurugi. Great opportunity for these two competitors. Get an early win here and a solid 2 points to get us started a bit. And taking Meiya straight down with the Boston Crab, but not getting much off of it. Dragon Screw leg whip. These two looking like they're trying to feel each other out a bit. They're keeping distance from one another. Interesting. As I mentioned, the 15-minute time limit, you would think you wouldn't want to, dally around too much, waste too much time, but, I guess it is also important to have a feel for your opponent, get a feel for them. And lock up, elbow to the back, and the Kamagoye, but not enough to even keep Karen down for very long. And Dr. Bomb already could be it, but Meiya able to kick out just at the last moment. Managing to escape peril there with that potential running maneuver. Takedown. Now they are quite close to the ropes. That's definitely going to be a rope break. And nice takedown there. Tried to roll to the back, but didn't quite get it. Karen able to push back. And, stopping a possible Northern Light suplex, turning it into a DDT of her own, did Meiya Mitsurugi there. And, yeah, still not too sure with these two competitors. They're definitely still trying to feel each other out, trying to get a lay of the land a bit. Elbow across the sternum. Into the yellow turnbuckle, but Meiya still not too sure what to do. There's the Dr. Bomb. 1, 2, not enough to put Meiya Mitsurugi away. German suplex with the bridge, and that was almost enough to put Meiya away. Back and forth we go right now. And sending Karen to the mat, up and flipping leg drop there, but Karen, out of desperation, just kicking. The elbow drop completely missing. But still in control is the current TV champion, Karen Araragi, sorry. We got two Karens around here. I believe Karen Kujo is in block 2. Where is she? I'm looking at my little thingadoodad and I cannot see her right now. Is she not in this tournament? She may not be in this tournament. Oh, I was looking in the wrong place. Karen Kujo is definitely in block 2. And that's a give up. Wow, as I was looking at, you know, dumb shit, Karen Araragi getting Meiya Mitsurugi to tap out. Now you gotta think maybe Meiya is tapping out early. This is gonna be a arduous task to keep going through 80 nights of this. Maybe you wanna keep yourself in a bit better shape for the following nights. Let's bring up, actually, let me quickly update this, and then we'll just take a quick look at how the standings are looking. I mean, you can probably imagine in your head how they're looking based on those 2 matches, but it's always good to make use of my nice little graphic. It does take a little second to pop them onto the screen, but there you go. Karen Araragi, Shinobu, Oshino, currently top of the bracket with 2 points apiece. Let's move into our next contest. It is Nepgear and Hatsune Miku. Coming to the ring first, the current close-up champion, Nepgear, and her opponent, Hatsune Miku. Now this is an interesting matchup. A win over the close-up champion during this tournament definitely does a lot for you, but at the same time, Miku's gonna want all the points, but great suplex there from Nepgear. Flurry of chops, and the close-up champion is in control right about now. But the Vocaloid Idol, Miku, trying to stop that control momentarily, however, has completely lost control once again. Vertical suplex. Elbow. And punch to the midsection there. Nepgear is definitely in control. And we just saw a match end with a similar maneuver, but a little too early to be getting Miku to tap out. But great pop-up cutter, and that could be the end of this match already. Barely a minute in, but Miku still has some fight left in her. But the pop-up cutter once again. Nepgear not going for the pin that time though. Going for the pin now. Definitely a lot closer than you would think, but the knee bar applied. Miku is looking a little off her game right about now. And the tombstone pile driver, that's it. No, Miku just able to kick out. 2.9. Back and forth we go, but this has definitely been all Nepgear, but jackknife cover with the bridge. Only a 1 count. Grinding on the head and the neck there. Lamau straw. Miku trying to go for these desperation covers. Oh! Driven straight into the mat there. And that... Oh my god. Still just able to kick out. But you've got to think time is running out for Hatsune Miku at this point. Nepgear is in control and about to earn herself 2 points, but not quite. The Northern Lights into that cross arm breaker. What does Miku need to do to gain control right about now? She is in a world of trouble, but the twist of fate is gonna twist fate in Miku's favor only for a moment though. What a kick there from Nepgear. The tombstone pile driver and the flipping leg drop. And the splash. 1, 2. No, not quite. Miku just able to kick out. A lot of impact and velocity on that belly to belly. However, losing control. That's what keeps happening to Miku. She just barely is able to regain control. Just to lose it again in an instant. Vertical suplex. Up and spinning leg drop. If you're a betting man, you would be all over Nepgear right about now. She almost certainly has this in the bag. And the suplex again going up top. A second one. Elbow to the back of the head. And a lot of damage being done to the back of the head. She is just trying to end Hatsune Miku. Lamar Strawber in the ropes. Miku is in a lot of trouble. She just keeps going, but the splash this time. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Miku could be out after that many leg drops to the back of the head from up there. A dominating display from Nepgear here. And so far, some very short, snappy contests here. Very surprising to see. Our next contest will be Akari Akaza versus Yoko Littner. So coming to the ring first, Akari Akaza, one member of the amusement club, and her opponent, none other than Yoko Littner. Big opportunity for both of these competitors here. Haven't had much of a look into the world title scene just yet here at World Championship Wrestling, but this tournament is definitely an opportunity for both of them. This one I feel could go either way. You could have looked at those last couple matches and maybe thought that the obvious winner won. You know, the favourite one of those last few matchups. But this one, I don't know if there's a favourite. Neither have a particularly high win record, I don't believe. I mean, Akari Akaza's almost exclusively in tag team contests, but 2-3-1 for Akari Akaza and Yoko Littner. 3-5-0, so a bit difficult to say who has an advantage in this one. Not two competitors we see completely very often, but Akari definitely in control early on. But Yoko cutting Akari off there, and a single leg Boston Crab applied. Gonna do a little bit of damage there. Trying to go for, I think, a spinning forearm, but just missing. Yoko does not want to fall into the same fate that we've seen Tsukihi, Meiya, and Miku kind of fall into. Being dominated very quickly and just, you know, losing the match in a very quick fashion. You know, I mean, if you're being dominated, you would think the game plan, hold on as long as you can, at the very least get the draw. But obviously, in some of these matches, they must be dominated so thoroughly that they just can't even begin to hold on much longer. But oh, and a flash pinfall there, definitely desperation from Yoko, as she could barely get up afterwards. And snapping Akari over there and into the Anaconda Vice. We're seeing a lot of submission usage here early on in this tournament. Gonna begin to wear down your opponents, because in the case of a draw in points, whoever got the win in that respective matchup goes on to the finals. So, you know, if you can wear down your opponent, even if they beat you, if you can make sure that they don't win the next couple matches, then maybe you've still got a chance yourself. There's a lot going on in a round robin tournament, a lot to think about. You know, the good thing is, once you've lost, you still got a chance, and you know, it's still in the first round, it's still anybody's game. And into the Anaconda Vice for Yoko. And I would say with this matchup, it's still anyone's game, but Akari trying to put things into her favor a bit, but Yoko just able to reverse straight into another submission. Trying to get Akari to tap out, and that may be the quicker way of going about it. Instead of wearing down your opponent to pin them, trying to knock them out, trying to wind them, if you can just, you know, get them to give up. But that Odango Bazooka could be enough for Yoko Littner. There it isn't. Yoko Littner just able to kick out just in the nick of time. But in saying what I was saying before, I guess wearing your opponent's body parts, expecting them to give up, maybe for naught, but like I mentioned, for the sake of keeping yourself in the tournament, maybe it is a good idea. Diving crossbody, that has to be it. How can Yoko kick out? She does, but I don't know how. Floating over from that suplex and into the flash pinfall. Akari going up with a diving splash. This could be all but over. No, Yoko still has something left in her, able to take Akari down and got her in that submission. But Akari is not giving up just yet. Preservation is the name of the game in a round robin tournament. You do not want to get too injured too early on. European uppercut and into the Anaconda Vice. Elbow to the back there. And nice spinning kick. European uppercut. And another submission, a Dragon Sleeper. But it's not enough. Not enough to keep Akari down and get her to tap out. Into the ropes. There's that running diving chop. Punch to the midsection, and a very strong looking cover, but not enough. Just not enough to put Akari away. Leapfrogs, and maybe not going quite to plan for Yoko there, and could be what Akari needs to pick up a very important victory, possibly the biggest victory of her career so far here at RWCW Championship Wrestling. But the Dragon Sleeper applied. Akari is in trouble. Just able to fight out of it. The Northern Lights with the bridging pin, but not enough. Not enough to get the victory. Akari just throwing her over in desperation. The diving splash. 1, 2. So close. She could feel those 2 points getting entered into the bracket, but just not quite able to do it. Sending Akari to the outside. Using this as an opportunity to get a breather. You still have a few more minutes to finish this one off. And if it, we've seen, great sleeper suplex. I thought she was going to go for the sleeper win that we saw earlier, but turning it into a suplex instead. Driving Yoko into the mat. Odango Bazooka, but not going for the pin. Could be a big mistake. Dangerous. Backdrop. What do these two competitors need to do to finish this? There's the sleeper suplex. This could be Yoko Littner's 2 points. Into the ropes. Kitchen sink. Now we've hit everything and the kitchen sink. And it's still not enough to end this match, to get the win for one of these two competitors. Dangerous. That could be all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. Great win there for Yoko Littner. And what a match we just saw right there. 9 minutes and 23 seconds. Yoko Littner picking up the victory. Well, with that, we'll be moving into our main event of the evening. These shows may go quite quickly. There's not much to them. We're just getting through them block by block. This has been a Block A night, but to finish you off for this Block A night, we have Saber versus Igus in our main event. So coming to the ring first is Saber, King Arthur, Artoria, Pendragon, whatever you would like to call her. Still a relative newcomer here at RWCW Championship Wrestling, and he is one half of the tag team champions, Aigis. Saber, though, is undefeated, 2-0-0, while Aigis is sitting on 10-9-1. For Aigis, this could be big. You know, obviously you've seen her on all the promotional material. Should be the face of the company, but just has not had that opportunity to face for the world title yet, and this is her opportunity to maybe prove herself, not just as a great tag team competitor, but as a singles competitor as well. But this is also a great opportunity for Saber to prove herself by beating one of the mainstays of RWCW Championship Wrestling, Igus. An early pin, but not even a 1 count. And another flash pinfall. Saber trying to finish this early. Does not want to go too long, and would you want to be going long with someone who can German suplex you out of ring, and in a piece of a table? Kiwi was about to start counting, but able to disarm that, and that piece of the table may shorten this match significantly. Back and forth. And her head splatting on the table there. What is Saber going for? This could only a 1 count. I'm a bit worried about, with that piece of table, how that's going to make a difference. A rope break there. Lifting Igus up and drop kick to the back of the knee. Ultimax suplex! That could be it. That could be the win, but going for the mounted strikes instead. The pin! But only a 1 count once again. That table, you can hear the competitors crunching off of that table that's left in the ring. I really think Kiwi-chan should remove it, but she chooses to leave it there. Almost a big victory for Saber. Would be quite the upset for Saber to beat someone with the resume and pedigree of Igus. And mounting with those strong elbows to the face on the outside. A kendo stick coming out, but Igus disarming that situation beforehand. And another kendo stick, bringing it on the inside, but gonna get admonished. Had to the count of 5 to drop that. Saber very quick to bring out the weapons. And a ghetto clutch. That could be enough, no. Into the turnbuckle. Great chop there. Saber is looking like she's in control, especially with Igus landing on that kendo stick, but Igus is the first one on her feet there. The Argentine backbreaker, the torture rack, whatever you want to call it. It's painful regardless. Putting her down, and the pin. That could be... That almost was 2 points on the board for Igus. Saber's fired up. There's that low drop kick and the jackknife cover with the bridge. But not enough to put Igus away. Spine buster on the kendo stick. 1, 2. Not quite enough to put away King Arthur. Another great pin. Saber just wants to get it finished. She does not want to have this go too long. No, a lot of pins coming out. They're trying to get this finished as soon as possible. Into the ropes and diving in with that. Another pinfall. Yep, in the ropes. I was about to call it myself, but that is what Kiwi-chan's there for. That's her job. Glad to see her back. And the pin. That is not it. Almost a decisive 2 points for Saber. There's another pin. And 2 points for Saber. Able to get the upset and beat Igus here in the first round of Block A. Great victory there for Saber. Let's bring the standings back up. As you see on the left is Group A. Karen, Nepgear, Shinobu, and... Wait. Oh, I haven't updated it yet. I haven't updated Saber's win, is what was confusing me there. But regardless, Karen, Nepgear, Shinobu, Yoko, and Saber all getting a win on the first night and 2 points apiece. Tomorrow night will be uploaded around the same time, but it will be the first round of Group B. You're not going to want to miss that one. We will see you then.